This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. One of the things I really dislike about politics is the flip-flopping, is the criticism for those who are in the opposite party, but then you holding that same position that you criticized when it comes to your guy or gal, the candidate. And this debate situation with Donald Trump being a coward, being so uninformed about granular level policy or even 30,000 foot views of policy, he's so bereft of understanding of these things that he is afraid. He is a coward and doesn't want to. You would think, he's announced, I'll read you the tweet here, but he's announced he's not going to debate in the primaries. He doesn't say just primaries. He says, I'm not going to do the debates. I'm sure that will very well lead to him not debating in the general if he does end up being the nominee. But it is interesting that Republicans will defend this. And you would think being president of the United States would give him an edge. It would give him an intelligence, and I don't mean that like brain power, but like military intelligence, just an understanding, a working knowledge of how the executive branch works, how appropriations work, how executive orders work, about what exactly he can and cannot get done as president of the United States, and what exactly it takes to do that. How to put the weight, the mighty, awesome power of the executive branch to put it to work, to get things done in America. You'd think being president, former ex-president of the United States, you'd think he would have a unique understanding and knowledge set that would give him an advantage in a debate against other presidential candidates who haven't been president of the United States, right? And even with that advantage, Donald Trump is a coward. He is afraid to debate Ron DeSantis. He's afraid to debate Vivek Ramaswamy. These are the people he's afraid of. But you're always going to have not only the hopeful types like Ronna Romney McDaniel, which I'll get to, but also Marjorie Taylor Greene, who's not hopeful, but making excuses for her coward-in-chief. Watch Marge talking about Donald Trump not debating and giving him all the outs.
I told him, I said, no, there's no need for you to debate. You're winning the primary. He's winning by absurd numbers. So there's no reason for President Trump, who has the best 4-year record in my lifetime, I'm almost 50 years old, best 4-year record I've ever known, to step on a debate stage with candidates that no one's voting for.
And after all, if you're going to take advice at this level as someone running for president of the United States, why not take that advice from someone who doesn't know the difference between a petri dish and a peach tree dish? There's no such thing as a peach tree dish. Why not take advice from someone who believes Q is a patriot? Why not take advice on when or when not to debate from someone who believes 9/11 was an inside job? That seems reasonable. I told him. Not just her, though. As I promised, Ronna Romney McDaniel. It's like, I don't know why that's a tongue twister for me, but it is. She was on with Fox News, I think Maria Bartiromo, holding out hope that Donald Trump was going to take the stage, as though he's not a quivering coward. Watch this.
Well, let's take a look at the lineup there. I think that President Trump will not be there on the debate night. What are your thoughts on that? And who did make the debate stage?
Well, I'm still holding out hope that President Trump will come. I think it's so important that the American people hear from all the candidates. But there's a lot of candidates that have qualified. We're at 7 right now that have officially qualified with the...
Still holding out hope. This, to me, does enter into a talk about the cult mentality in the Republican Party. You're holding out hope. We have all witnessed Donald Trump and his craven hypocrisy and cowardice for 7 years now. I mean, ever since he entered into the political debate related to Barack Obama's birth certificate and whether or not he's a citizen, he is born here. Ever since then, we've witnessed the cowardice and the conspiracy theories and the dumb just nature of Donald Trump, the abject dipshittery on his part. And I'm holding out hope. He's going to become presidential someday. He's going to do the right thing someday. He's not, Rana. He's not. As evidenced by his post on Truth Social, where he said this: new CBS poll just out has me leading the field by legendary, quote unquote, numbers. Trump 62, 46 points against DeSanctimonious, who is crashing like an ailing bird. Ramaswamy, 7%, Pence, 5%, Scott, 3%, Haley, 2%, sloppy Chris Christie, 2%, Ada Hutchinson, 1%. The public knows who I am and what a successful presidency I had, with energy independence capitalized for some reason, strong borders capitalized for some reason, and military capitalized for some reason, biggest capitalized ever tax and regulation cuts capitalized for some reason, no inflation capitalized for some reason, strongest economy in history capitalized for some reason, and much more. And then all caps, I will therefore not be doing the debates. You don't want to compare yourself. I mean, if your record is so strong, so unassailable, Donald Trump, you would think that you would be gleeful to get upon that stage with the people who are running against you, your opponents, and just lay waste to them with all that you've done for America. Right? Wouldn't it be easy? But they're liars and hypocrites and cowards, as evidenced by Jason Miller's tweet in 2020, where he said this about the debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. He said, if Joe Biden is too scared to debate, he's too scared to run the country. Now, that message is apparently good when it's for Donald Trump against Joe Biden. No, not for Donald Trump. He's not scared. Which is another problem. They believe him to be a mighty man, a bold leader, afraid of no one. The clear truth before them is they're blind to. It is, not to plagiarize a story, but it is the emperor has no clothes. Donald Trump is a naked man, naked intellectually, naked of integrity, naked of ethics, naked of not being a serial criminal, but they see him as a demigod. They see him as a man to be revered, a man to be venerated. And they don't see their chances of remaining a political party in power just draining out before them. What do you think? Republicans out there, I know you're watching. I get voicemails. What do you think? 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. If I am your flavor of political commentator or person who just gives you some opinions, if I bring you value, please consider supporting my work. Hit the join button below. Become a channel member. $2 a month. $2 a month. If I was able to get 1 or 2% of my audience to give $2 a month, we could fundamentally grow this operation into something, transform it into something transformative, something just amazing. And with your help, I can do that. You can also hit the super thanks button or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. Follow me on social media if that's your thing. I'm at Dollemore everywhere, and I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.